Yo. Offline already? Wait, what?
I wish my girl was as hot as you, Miz.
Is it kick, or do you think it's you can't watch? Didn't I change? I just changed the category, didn't I? You can't watch? Didn't I change? Mod, you change it to just chatting, even though because this website doesn't work. We should be in there. So just try to refresh. No, when you go online, it gives the offline message till you refresh. It's because I was in slots and casinos. I'm sorry about that. It's honestly crazy, chat. I've been on my computer now for like 40 minutes, and then the second I went live, Chompy's here. Like, I'm not kidding you. Literally,
I hope you are doing well, Miz. Saw you dealt with some shit this morning. Love from the Netherlands.
Oh no, I'm okay. Is my camera too bright? See, the problem is this. Hold on, I can pick up this bright. I have my huge things, like these giant things that are above me, but it burns my eyes after hours.
It's less warm.
Tell me, what are you doing, bro? Is this bad?
K-pop.
What about this? It's still bright? Is it still bad? Oh. Ew, wait, ew. Trumpy, you look like a fucking hyena. It looks a little off, but it's not that bad, right?
Can we hyper gamble 20x on NVDA?
Something's off, but it's fine. Yeah, I know what you're. Well, I told you I changed this because these are just too bright in my fucking eyes, so it always hurts. But I can fix it. Look at this.
Stonks are down. Time to buy the dip.
Bro, look at that. Whoa. That'll just do. How do you turn off the music? Oh, he didn't like the song? Oh, okay. Well, he's putting his ass in the air, so I feel like he kind of liked it a little bit. All right, come on, go sit. All right.
Chomp or no chomping?
Why didn't I like big dogs? Bro, I grew up with big dogs. Big dogs are the best. They are the best thing ever. The problem with big dogs is I don't think they're good for a small apartment. Bro, you gotta go sit. I gotta go work. Okay, I'm already late. I'm 2 hours late to my own job. Were you drinking Clorox? No, but I saved some for you guys until you guys check out your portfolio today. I'm letting you. Come on, Chomp, go sit. Go sit. I know my camera looks washed out. Is that better?
I love Clorox.
Good video today. Thank you, bro. I put 50 hours of work for 2K views. It's okay. It'll grow as time goes on. The reason why I got rid of all my unlisted videos and stuff is because for the video, basically, chat, what it does, because I'm working with like a team, so when you unlist and get rid of all of your old videos, it essentially makes it so that all the old viewers don't see it. So it's almost like a new channel, but it's kind of not. So that's why we did it. So it'll hopefully grow as time goes on, but yeah, I'm just not even going to talk about it.
Chat, drink Clorox. It does wonders for the skin.
Why, bro? Why? Why? Like, here's the thing. It's his team is at fault. Dude, that's still your team. When you're the CEO of a company and something bad happens, you're the CEO. You get paid the millions of dollars. You get all the respect and all the credit just as much as you get all the loss. So you can't just blame his team. He hired them. And I don't understand why they would unban him so fast. So fast. If you're gonna unban him, give it like a year. Why the fuck is he banned in like 3 weeks to a month? It just makes Kick look bad. And what is Key going to do? Nothing. He has no content. He's gonna do nothing. Like, give him a year, have him learn some shit about it. Maybe he makes a video apologizing and then come back. But like, when we do this shit, why are we doing this? I guess they think any publicity is good publicity. Listen, I don't have the keys yet, or I don't even see the door. But as it goes on, chat, I'm telling you, I will stand up for this shit.
This dude was going to rot in a Filipino jail for 20 years. But the government let him go. Even after being given a second chance, he still messes up.
Yeah, it's just like, what are we doing here? We need someone that's like going to come in here and basically be like yes or no to these people. Someone that like understands the industry, that can just get hired and be in charge of this, because this is just stupid. Like, why are we unbanning a guy? Kick just had some good PR yesterday about the fact that the website should be, you know, a little bit more friendly to the smaller creators, and then they do this shit. Lakari's unbanned on Twitch. Lakari never got banned. Don't you understand? Lakari never got banned, so therefore it's not a big deal. But he was banned. Does that make sense? Like, if Lakari got banned and unbanned, yes. But Lakari never got banned in the first place. I don't think he ever got... Did he get banned? He literally did. Wait, you're right. You guys are right. That's also retarded. Wasn't it temporary? I guess. But let's go with this. This went super viral, and I think all of you agree that he should not be unbanned this fast. It makes no sense. It's just bad for Kick. Like, Kick is still a baby, especially in the English markets. They need to do something like, hey, you can come back in like 6 months, but you're going to have to make a video, apologize, do some shit, whatever, even if you don't fully believe it. Just so it's like not a bad, horrible thing. But instead, like, what are we doing this? Unban everybody, fuck bans. So your logic with that is content. Your logic in that isn't PR because Kick is trying to get sponsors and advertisers. You want content. And I'll tell you something that I know you're going to say is not true, but I think you want bans as much as you pretend you don't. Because if you're a viewer, one thing you love is power. One thing you love is having some control. And if everyone just doesn't get banned ever, that's boring for you guys a lot of times watching some of these creators that you hate watch because you want to watch them potentially have one day where they get in trouble and they lose their income and they get banned. It's content for you as much as it is they're doing the content itself, right? It's the possibilities of repercussions. So if they don't have that, I think you're bored. I think if it's just like, hey, anyone goes, anything goes, no one gets banned, right? I don't think that you guys enjoy that as much. Anyway, True, you're so right. 100K, please. Well, you already did that. Unfortunately, you're definitely not getting that with my video. All right, let's talk shop. Let's talk about what's going on right now. Okay. How does Burger Planet have like 5K botted viewers hitting on minors on Kick? Those aren't probably botted viewers. Those are probably people from Thailand who are just checking up on them. I don't know. I don't really care. Chat, listen, we deal with pedophiles all the time. We are now in the stock market, okay? We're heavily invested in pedos, which is actually disgusting, but it's true. Gerber is having a great month. Let's check it out. Gerber Baby stock. What is Gerber Baby owned by? Gerber, what is it? Is TTS on? You could turn it on. Gerber Baby, who owns... I'm gonna guess it's Johnson & Johnson. Nestle. Hey, it's up, see? Told you. Told you. These billionaires, trillionaires, chat, half of them are pedophiles and they eat children. You'll learn as time goes on. You'll learn as time goes on. All right, so I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. We just basically did what Extra Emily and E-Rob tried to do for hours in 1 minute. We found the needle in a haystack of the one company on the market right now that is currently up at all. If you guys don't know what happened last night, give me a 1 in chat. We can end the stream right now, so I don't have to talk about your financial portfolio, and you can pretend that you're doing well. Do you want to just pretend and we just call it a day? Deep Wrath, do not pin that video, please. I did not say to do that. Mods, well, I did not want that. Put the Discord. Don't put the video.
Wrap it up.
You want to wrap? We could just go ahead and gamble and call it a day. We don't have to show you guys the truth. I saw the portfolio. Okay. Well, let's first show some news that will make you probably guys feel a little bit. All right, let's just rip off the Band-Aid. First of all, this is my portfolio, just to show you guys my fun portfolio is not fun today. Currently, right now, I am down $30,000 with you, so I'm with you, brother, okay? I know how you feel. But this is your portfolio. Why is he laughing? I'm not. It's my money.
Can I have a small loan?
Remember, that's my money, so I'm not really
we need
laughing.
A reality check.
Fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I'm down with you, okay? I think it's my money. Remember, this was the whole thing. Actually, is it really my money, chat? Because if I check CrowdTrade, which is obviously our reliable source, a lot of you guys owe me money. I'm sure you guys have seen that some of you guys owe me like $6 according to what's going on right now, $5. So, yeah, you guys owe me some serious cash. I would like to take those and appreciate, but I also would take it in likes and please commenting on some of my stuff because goddamn, we need the help. Okay. let's talk about why this happened, chat. Okay, this is going to be a shorter stream today. It is not going to be this super long, drawn-out thing because one, it is already after hours. I went super late, and two, it's also Friday.
At this point, we can only go up.
Okay, so let's just talk about what's going on right now. So your portfolio, if you can't tell what's going on, chat, you are down $20,000 today. You took a huge hit. The reason why is NVIDIA, actually last night, I'll show you guys what happened. It went up in the morning, in the early mornings, so hard. The market was very excited that something's good is going to come out of this whole thing, that Trump is going to announce something. People were very excited for the earnings, right? And you guys were actually up $3,000 or $4,000 in the middle of the night. I was watching. You're up $3,000 or $4,000 in the middle of the night because of the NVDL. So I was like, holy shit, chat might fucking do it. They might be, wow, Solutions owes me $132. I was very happy. I was like, damn, chat, you actually might make money in this thing pretty hard. And then people started to realize nothing really happened with this whole China thing. And not only did they realize nothing really happened, the market for...
Where is this? Dripmeister 8.
The market for the China... Why did I put in China market? Am I fucking retarded? The Shanghai composite basically showed all red today. It was a very red day, so people are now selling on top of that. Also, the Federal Reserve chair has changed, and people are going, oh shit, a lot of problems are happening. So we're going to go through some of that today and what's going to be happening. But yes, chat, there was a big dip. The question is, do we hold? Do we double down? Because I'm going to tell you this right now, chat. I don't think you look at other stocks. I don't think you sell. Because
NVDL fucked us. I called it.
Because if you sell...
Check out Local Bounty. We double down. It can only go up.
I think if you sell right now, you will not win in this whole thing. You guys are at day 7 and you're already down 15K and you're deep into some of these companies. But these are also companies that you believe in, right? I think a lot of you guys believe in Take-Two. I think a lot of you guys believe in NVIDIA. I think a lot of you believe in AMD and Moo. And I think if we keep trying to hop around to company over the next few months, over the next few weeks, you are not going to see the profit you want. In fact, you might not see any at all, which is why I always tell you, buy the VOO, buy an ETF, and just sit on it. And when days like today happen, chat, when the market's down 1%, you buy. I bought today. That's exactly my trading deal that I do. That's what a lot of people do, is you just keep your money until there's red days, you buy, because this will go up. I truly believe, and I think you all believe, that NVIDIA is not going to be sitting here. A lot of these companies will not be sitting here in months, but will they be sitting here in 3 weeks? And that's what makes this whole thing interesting, is whether or not a community, a kick chat, can make money on the stock market in 30 days. That's the deal. Now the question is what you guys want to do. I'll show you guys what's going on with each of your stocks, and it's gonna hurt. I'm letting you know, this is going to fucking hurt. So NVDL, remember it's the 2x of NVIDIA, is down 9%. That is $5,000 of your losses right now, chat, is this alone. It took a dump. Thank you so much, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Whose idea was this?
It was my idea. CoreWeave, you are down 18% in total. CoreWeave has taken a massive dump ever since you started, chat, and you are down $3,700 on just a $20,000 buy. You got fucked over $4,000 ever since those earnings came out. CoreWeave has been hitting the shitter. FSOXL, it's your composite of semiconductors, right? It's all the semiconductors on a 3x leverage because you guys are trying to make money. Well, it shit the bed this morning. You're down $3,000. LWLG, the hot woman that I called, the Jewish guy, apparently it wasn't good today. Now keep in mind, chat, you still have 23 more days of trading, so this really could be nothing. It's down 9%, $1,800. Then you have Rocket Lab, the rocket company, is at it down 800, and then basically everything else from there is not down too crazy. Besides AMD, AMD got smacked today. On top of it, because they basically follow NVIDIA at this point.
It's because you allowed these smooth brains to do options.
No, that's not exactly what happened, John. So shut the fuck up. Okay, it's not because of that. You guys are invested in things that I truly believe that are good. You guys are invested in things that, more importantly, you as a community believe that are good. But today was a red day. Now let's go over why it was a red day, why you guys are down $20,000, right? It was a pretty deep red day, and what's going on. Let's first start off with the news. Dripmeister is up $1,000.
Really?
I owe him $1,000 when I'm down $20,000 on this adventure. God fucking damn it.
Hey, Dripmeister's cool.
God damn it. Marketing genius. Actual marketing genius. All right.
He's a farmer.
He's a farmer. That's true. Buy more of SOXL and NVIDIA.
You can have our 400K and we get what's left after Gamba every day for the rest of the month deal.
Shut up. Shut up. Okay. All right. Let's first go over some news to make you guys feel better, chat, on this Friday, because while you guys are massively down in the markets, I brought some news to make you feel better. Because what better to do? What is the phrase that's very famous? Misery loves company. So let's go ahead and see all the miserable people around with us, okay? Stream Elements. I'm sure a lot of you guys have known them. I've worked with them for years. I've been part of them for a while. They actually got me a lot of cool deals. You guys remember those in like 2019, 20, 21, 22? No. They apparently are going out of business. So I'm kind of upset with that because they're everywhere. And they're in every channel. And I'm surprised they're going out of business because as AI gets better, I would imagine that it's easier to run Stream Elements, but they're going out of business. And they shut down their website and their creator platform.
I quit my job for this. I thought we were going to get rich, and now I owe you money. Fuck me.
So, yeah, they are the company that Canute wears almost every single day on his T-shirt. So now it is a collectible. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Is it streaming is dying? No, but there's definitely a reason for this, and I think it's because they just can't get deals for streamers. There's got to be a reason why they're shutting down, because I'm sure they went over the idea of a model where they can basically charge people like $5 a month to use their service, because I'll be honest with you, chat, I don't want to use Streamlabs. It's so shit. It's shit. Stream Elements is good. Streamlabs sucks. I don't know. I'd love to know like more on this.
The love of my entire existence is live. I'm Mizkif. I love you more than words can ever say, honey. Have a lovely stream. Beautiful.
So, I don't know what's going on here, chat. I really don't, but they apparently shut down. They have over 23 million creators have used Stream Elements over the past decade. Stream Elements tweeted the following message on Friday.
No.
Do you realize I'm streaming and they can hear everything you're saying?
I'm talking to you.
What?
I was talking to you. Yeah.
Remind us what Stream Elements done for streamers. I'm a bozo viewer.
So if you don't know what Stream Elements has done for viewers, I mean, streamers basically like OBS. They basically make it so it's very easy and simple to use because OBS is kind of a bitch. The problem is this, though, is I bet you nowadays with AI, solutions can probably make some kind of OBS Stream Elements plugin in a matter of days or weeks, right? So it's like, what can they really do to show off that they're better and that they deserve some kind of $10 a month when AI can create what they're doing in 10 minutes, right? So that may be it. But we're in a positive discussion with potential acquirers and working to find the best path forward for creators, customers, and our team will update more soon. We've spent over a decade building for creators and will do anything we can to continue supporting this community. They're pretty big, chat. I mean, you've definitely seen them as mods in your channel. So I would love for these guys to just basically expose everything they've ever seen and put it into a book. That might be way more cooler than getting bought out. No. Maybe that's their buyout plan. God damn it, this guy's retarded. I mean... Okay, so Rumble CEO might be interested in potentially acquiring Stream Elements. Why? Like, what? What is the point in that? I mean, honestly, if they can get it for a good deal, maybe it's not the worst idea in the world. I mean, like, they understand the streaming space more than probably anyone. They have the more analytics on that stuff than anybody does. So maybe it's not the worst. But it's just, I don't understand. Random as hell. Whatever. They like to spend money. They love to spend money. But they're apparently shutting down, chat, and they had a lot of creators. They were trying to get deals. They were trying to get deal flow, and I just don't think it would work. So in January, Stream Elements launched Keep It Live crowdfunding campaign, asking creators who had used the company's products over the past decade to chip in and help Stream Elements keep the lights on. Can I see how that did?
No.
Are you talking to me, Jeannie, when you're saying no?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? They raised $872 in the last 30 days for this. Damn. Streamers are fucking greedy.
Yep.
Stop doing that. All right, chat, just to make you also feel better about your lives, this is someone that has invested in crypto over the last few years, so get your criticisms ready. This is just to make you feel better. You've had one bad day, but look at this guy in 5 years. There we go. We'll play it one more time, and you can pretend it's more companies. Better? Do you feel better, chat? Cointard? Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I'm so skeptical. I keep getting
Hello,
told...
darkness, my old friend.
I keep getting told for us to do hyperliquid shit, chat, and I don't think we touch it. I just don't I don't trust it. I think you might have... Like, the crypto bros that are still alive remind me of, like, zombies. It's like... No. Yeah. Will you stop? It's actually driving me nuts. All right, so Chud the Builder is facing 54 years in prison for attempted murder if found guilty.
So we're gonna have a bail.
I'm gonna set just a bond right now till we have our bail hearing. Then I'll let you make all the arguments. We can go through all the factors in the statute and see if that gets amended up or down. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to set initial bond at 1.25 million. 1.25 million. Based upon the fact of how many people were in the courtyard, we're here at the courthouse, and the seriousness of all these felonies, and his bond status. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So
it is fucking bullshit that he's getting this as his reason for, like, it. Chat, honestly, it bothers me that this is what he's getting. It does, because in my opinion, the bond shit is bullshit. The 1.25 million, because you know what you could do, chat. He's going to crowdfund immediately all the racists that come together, and they're going to give him $125,000. So until he goes to court, he's basically just chilling. And this guy is worse than someone that tried to attempt to murder somebody and a racist. He was showing to people that if you are an absolute nuisance to the mass degree, then you will get a following. And that he was promoting that to people. I think this should go above and beyond whatever they possibly think they should do for a charge, because it's setting a precedent if he gets off even just slightly easy, that kids or people who want a clout or attention can easily just do this online and farm and be known for something, you know?
the 26th at 9 o'clock, I'm sorry, the 21st at 9 o'clock for a bond hearing, and then the 26th at 9 for a preliminary hearing right here. Does that work for everybody's calendar? General, does that work for the state?
Yeah.
All right.
Just for the court's information, and Mr. Finley, the state is going to request and file a source hearing when and if there's an attempt to make bonds.
Okay. Is there any objection of us taking all those matters up at the bond hearing on the 21st?
No.
Fuck Chud, free Mizkif.
Any objection to doing it that way?
I actually am dyslexic, and I thought you said fuck Mizkif, free Chud. I was confused.
That's the most efficient way, I think.
Judge, we'll try and have everything lined up for the court.
Okay. All right.
I'm just picturing myself here, chat. Like, while I'm like role playing. 2028 can't come soon enough. I'm just waiting.
Anything else, Mr. Finley, from you today?
No, sir.
All right. From the state? Okay. That'll conclude these proceedings today, okay?
Thank you.
Court will be in recess.
Before your recess, keep your seats.
What a fucking idiot, dude. What an actual fucking retard. You know, chat, like, I thought this guy was basically trying to do something where he was trolling for content to get views. Like, or like pretending he's super racist so he can get views, but I guess he's just actually the biggest piece of shit ever. Where did he even come from? Who made Chud the Builder? Like, where did this guy even pop up?
He forgot to call Lester.
I don't know where he came from. Would he come from Kick? "24-year-old who got fired from OpenAI named Lepord Ashkambadbaden, who raised $1 billion, then grew $5.5 billion in 1 year. He dumped his NVIDIA position, and now he's buying every Bitcoin mining company in America because they already have two things every AI company is desperate for: power grids and permits that take years to get. That is actually insanely smart to do. That is very smart to do.
That's Dripmeister.
That's Dripmeister right here. Interesting. I mean, chat, I do think that if you're going for something right now in the world, you want to be safe, you go for energy, right? Because no matter what happens with AI, no matter what happens with what company takes over, that company that takes over is going to be using the power grid. So I think energy is a great investment for the future. So it makes sense because I really don't think AI companies I want to buy into, right? Because I always believe that there's just going to be a new company that puts something out, and then you're basically playing a game of whack-a-mole, right? Which company do you jump in next? So I think the best thing you could do is buy the chips. I think you could do what you're doing and what this guy's doing. So it's good shit. But let's keep going. Stream Elements is done. Sad face. NVIDIA also, chat, released what their public stock portfolio they are invested in. So they have to do this. They announced that they are in Intel for 214 million shares of Intel, chat. That is insane. That's $5 billion of private stock sold to NVIDIA. $5 billion of stock of Intel is with NVIDIA right now. Nebuous, which is a company that I love as well, they're in with 1 million shares. Coherent, which is 7 million. CoreWeave, which we've already talked about, they're in pretty big with 47 million shares. Nokia, which people are talking about. So they're basically in a lot of other companies. NVIDIA's trying to say, hey, we're the dominant leaders, but we're trying to help bring other people up, but we want a piece of the pie. And when doing that, you're probably going to assume that these companies are going to get a little bit of love from NVIDIA. So let's keep going. Investors were looking for progress on NVIDIA's China business. So remember, chat, currently right now, the CEO is in China with Trump, or he was, and everyone's waiting for that to happen, seeing what did you get from China? These chips, are they going to happen? Are you guys going to become a world leader together? And NVIDIA is going to become the biggest company in the world? Well, currently right now, chat, he is eating noodles right now in China.
Is that right? You been
So he's just chilling on the streets, chat, enjoying noodles and eating shit, which honestly, big respects to the guy. He's just having fun, right? Trump is already back in America. So let's see what this girl has to say.
Chips. NVIDIA's future in China is still up in the air.
After a high-stakes meeting between Presidents Trump and Xi, and markets are reacting. Despite optimism heading into the summit, there was no major breakthrough on chip sales or export policy, leaving NVIDIA's access to the world's largest semiconductor market pretty much unclear, even though the U.S. has approved exports of NVIDIA's advanced H200
But you said the meeting was historic.
China
and showed China
has
wanted
not
U.S.
actually
business
signed
well.
off on purchases, and none of those chips have even been shipped.
At the same time, Chinese companies are accelerating their shift toward homegrown alternatives like Huawei, and Beijing pushes for tech self-sufficiency. That uncertainty is showing up in markets as chip stocks slid after the summit, with NVIDIA and peers pulling back as investors digested the lack of a deal.
And notably, chip export controls, one of the most critical issues, weren't even a central topic of discussion during the talks.
What the fuck? So you're telling me you brought him all the way over there, you hyped us up thinking that some big deals happen, and he even said it's the biggest deal in history, or it's the most important meeting in history, and they didn't even talk about it?
The takeaway here, expectations were high, but the outcome leaves NVIDIA stuck in limbo in China. And until there is clarity, that tension between U.S. policy and China's push for independence could continue to weigh on the stock.
Man, what the fuck was that cut?
U.S. policy
Jensen got
and
noodles.
China's push for independence could continue to weigh on the stock.
Weigh on the stock?
And the broader semiconductor trade.
Surprised afterwards here we didn't hear say, what's a semiconductor? God fucking damn it. So chat, because of that, basically we thought that this was a deal that was legit. We also, NVIDIA was like, this is the biggest deal ever. He went there and we were all excited, like, dude, this is gonna be huge. China was basically like, yeah, so we're gonna like focus on ourselves, and we'll think about your deal. That's basically what happened. We're gonna work on ourselves. We'll think about your deal.
Listen to women when it comes to
and that's
money.
basically it. So, is Nvidia a bad buy? Is it a sell? Look at the guy, chat. Someone said he's the next iShow Speed. I fucking agree. I think he's gonna go all in on becoming the next Speed and doing content. We're investing.
烤鸭啊，尝一下北京的烤鸭吗？你们的烤鸭好吃啊，当然好吃了。我来试试看。
Now here's the thing too, chat. I've also learned after hanging out with Asians for 5 years that they're racist as fuck. They are so racist, and they like to help each other, and they don't give a fuck about anyone else, okay? When you really get to know Asians, they are the most racist people of all time. They don't give a fuck about white people. They don't give a fuck about any other race. It's only about themselves. And the fact that he is Asian, right, I do think that's going to play a big part in possibly working more with China as well for their investment, right? Because Trump is a white guy, white true and true. They'll play with them, they'll think he's cool, but you know when they go out and drink, when they hang out in general, they're only going to bring him around. And am I right, Jeannie?
No.
Okay. See, so she doesn't want to admit it, chat, but the camera's off. They don't care about anyone else besides other Asian people, okay? Now, they also do have in turf wars. Does anyone know if he's Chinese? Is he Chinese, chat? I'm pretty sure he's Chinese, right? Yes? Perfect. So that means that he's probably going to have a really good chance at making a deal go through because he's Asian. And I'm not even trolling.
来。
He's Taiwanese? Nice.
哎，你怎么变成颠倒了？不好意思，你是颠倒了，颠倒了。
Thank you. It's okay. Everybody be nice. Jim, tell my team to be nice. 好的，你赶快拍了，我给你拍了。
Chat, if iShow Speed was on the other side of the street and Jinsen Hong was here, what would you guys do? Would you guys go try to take a picture with him? The guy that's awkward and looks like he wants to go home, and or Speed? Speed? Really? Nah, I'd go for him 100%. He's our Lord and Savior. You realize that if he announces some good shit next week with the earnings, he's still having fun. Here's what I think. What if he's doing good deals still there, and then Trump went home because he basically got bitched out, but he's getting good deals and stuff, and he's still chilling there for a reason, right?
Thank you, everybody.
Like, I don't know, chat. He's still there for a reason. So he was eating noodles. Everyone was excited about that. Cerberus soared 68% in its first day of trading, chat. Remember, CBRS is the company that we saw yesterday. Right, so we saw this company. They're down another 10%. Remember, they basically came out of the woodworks. Everyone was just super excited about them. They peaked at $311, and they've only been going down from there. There's a woman, chat, that is very famous, and I forgot her fucking name, but she's famous for investing in stocks that relate to the internet and relate to AI, and she has her own hedge fund where she's gotten tens of millions of dollars from people to invest in technology. Kathy Wood, that's who it is. Chat, this woman is the worst investor of all time. Like, I don't even know how she did it. It's impressive. This woman invested over the last 5 years into so many other options and so many trades in the things we're buying, which are up 1,000%. And her portfolio is down, I think, 25%. It's crazy. You can follow her trades if you want to, I guess. That's probably the dumbest thing I could ever heard. She looks evil. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. She was actually pretty hot when she was younger. I ain't gonna lie to you, chat. She was actually pretty good looking. But yeah, she's actually down. Despite the fact that the market's been up 500%, she has been doing a terrible fucking job with her fucking portfolio. Terrible. Inverse it? No, I think she's going to get in good stuff now. But one thing she did buy is CBRS. She bought it yesterday with $35 million, and it's already down 10%. So, grats to her. But she's more of a long-term holder. But let's watch this. Let's see what they have to say.
Why President Trump tapped him to be the next Fed chair. However, given the situation that we're in right now, where it looks like inflation may start soon accelerating, it's unclear that the Fed would actually be able to cut rates. And so that may put him in a tough spot, especially given what the president wants.
Yeah, let's talk about that right now. So, chat, many of you guys might not even know what the Federal Reserve is, and that's totally okay. You don't have to.
I guess she forgets to knock on wood.
But today was a big deal, and that, you should know what the Federal Reserve is. Remember, they're like the giant bank. They're the ones that are in charge of interest rates, right? So if interest rates get cut, then people are going to want to spend more, right? Because it's like, oh my God, I can get things for cheaper. I can get loans for cheaper. It's great. It's good for the economy. But if the interest rates go up, it's bad for the economy. And this guy, Jerome Powell, who was in charge of all this stuff and was part of this for, I think, 30 years, it was his last day today.
Here's a live look at the start of today's trading. The Dow is currently down about almost 300 points. Joining us this morning is financial journalist and ETF editor-in-chief for Asset TV, Kristen Myers. So,
That's a
Kristen,
dude.
Always good to see you, my friend. Today, as you know, marks the end of Jerome Powell's tenure as the Fed Reserve Chair. What do you think the history books? What is Jerome Powell's legacy in your mind?
Oh, that is such a heavy question. Well, just as a reminder for everyone, Fed Chair Powell literally held that position for 8 years. And in that time, we saw rising levels of inflation to numbers that we haven't
By the way, Chad, he's 42.
seen in decades. We had the COVID-19 pandemic, and then we had a federal investigation that is currently still ongoing. And then, of course, we had the president continue to do attacks against the Fed chair for wanting to lower rates. So what is his legacy? I think one, it is going to be to maintain the independence of the Fed. I think he held that line incredibly well during his tenure.
He looks younger, yeah.
Despite the president continuing to hammer him over it. And I think maintaining the strength of the U.S. economy throughout some fairly turbulent times. Now, there's a lot of critics that say that the reason inflation is so high right now is because of Fed Chair Powell. However, we still have to say that the economy continued to hold strong even now into 2026, and is handing over a fairly strong economy over to Kevin Warsh, who's going to take the position as the new Fed chair. Though that doesn't mean that things are going to be easy for Mr. Warsh going forward. He also has some difficulties going forward, particularly in managing inflation. But again, right now, unemployment still fairly low, economy still going fairly strong, and the economy has taken a lot of hits over the last 8 years.
Sure has. So Kevin Warsh, as you mentioned, he's replacing outgoing Chair Powell. Warsh has advocated for lower interest rates.
Chad, if you don't know who Warsh is, he's a crypto bro.
How soon do you think we can see that actually happen?
That's a really good question, mainly because Kevin Warsh is actually known as an inflation hawk, which usually means that he's in favor of letting inflation, essentially, he wants inflation to be lower by essentially keeping rates high. And so that has usually been his position historically. He's been, he's not unfamiliar with the Fed.
What does that mean for our portfolio?
Been a Fed governor before. And so we already know that historically, again, this sort of hawkish position that he's been taking. But again, throughout the nomination hearings, he's kind of backed off a little bit from that positioning a little bit, saying that he might be in favor of actually lowering interest rates, which again might actually allow inflation to rise, which would be a departure from what he has previously done before. We also know that when it comes to quantitative easing, he really wants to reduce that program. This was something that very much expanded under Powell's tenure.
Yo, stop writing this up.
The process of essentially buying these treasury-backed securities by the Federal Reserve to essentially inject money into the economic system. Kevin Warsh mainly wants to use interest rates as the primary and really the only tool that the Fed is going to use. And so his decision-making around rates is going to be incredibly important. But right now, investors are still expecting at least one more rate cut for the remainder of the year. But are they going to get it anytime soon? I doubt it, not with oil prices as high as they are.
So, chat, one big problem with cutting the interest rates and what's actually making it very hard for this guy who's coming into it, Kevin Warsh, is the war that's happening currently right now in Iran, right? Because of that, and it's still going on, oil prices are going up. It's harder to get oil because they have all the fucking oil, right? So if we cut rates, that's gonna be a problem. Does that make sense? Are you starting to understand how this works now? It's confusing at first, but I think you guys are learning over time how this works. It makes sense, right? The idea that, hey, Oil runs the world, right, chat? Right now, I know everyone's thinking like, oh, economy friendly, whatever. Everything you do, everything you are part of, everything that's been made in the past 30, 50, 100 years is used with oil. And when we don't have oil and it's more expensive, then it costs more money for us to make everything, which makes the economy worse, okay? So we're trying to get oil, and we're trying to end this war in Iran. And if that happens, then we can probably see the interest rates being cut, which is good for the economy. But if it doesn't happen, we're fucked, right? So we're basically like hoping and praying that this war ends, because if that happens, we'll be good to go. Awesome fanfics is sporting here. Great shit. Now, people don't believe it's going to happen anytime soon. People think that Trump's a liar, but let's keep going and let's see, all right? So the UK's 30-year government bond yield surged to 5.85%. So chat, what that means, that if you invest in 30-year bonds, you will get a 5% yield every single year. Now, what does that mean? That means that if you put 100 grand in, you would get $5,000, right? For 30 years. That's what it is. It's super cool, right? Holy shit. People love this stuff. People love bonds. Bonds are something, though, that chat, it's very safe investing. It's very safe. It's the government. But the problem with bonds and an issue with bonds is they don't usually deliver a high yield, so people don't do it. I've never touched bonds in my life because it's such a low percentage you get compared to just investing in stocks. It wouldn't be worth it, right? So yes, but the thing is, this is really high for safe. 6%? That's really high. That's something where it's like, should I just invest in the fucking bonds instead of going into, anything? 6% a year? Dude, if you told me, chat, my portfolio goes up 6% a year for 30 years, I would hit the button. I wouldn't even try this shit anymore. I would hit it immediately. Great, right? But, obviously for you guys, you're looking for more growth, but for someone that's got money like me, I would take 6% a year for 30 years. I would have no problem with that. Berkshire just tripled his Google position and exited Visa, MasterCard, and United Health. Yeah, we can go over this as well. Let's go ahead and keep going. Also problems that are happening, chat, with AI and tech, more issues. So we've heard so much this week about how Apple, how other companies are going to be working with each other, like OpenAI and Apple, right? That was a huge one. But apparently this could end in a legal battle.
Shifting partnerships might have an impact on the AI landscape, and we're not even done with that trial yet, Kate.
Yeah, Carl. So from what I'm hearing, the relationship right now between Apple and OpenAI is cooling off. At the same time, though, Amazon is actually becoming strategically more important.
How long are you doing this grift for? Bro, what does a grift even mean? What grift? I'm losing money. What grift am I doing? Finance? Business? Investing with chat? What does he mean? No, this guy followed me the day I went live here. How long are you grifting that you like watching my streams? I don't understand.
To the AI giant, a source familiar with matter confirms that OpenAI is considering legal action against Apple. This did start about 2 years ago when ChatGPT became the main AI model for Siri and Apple Intelligence.
Hey, chat, I have a serious question. Do you still use ChatGPT, or did you guys all switch over to Claude? Now, I'm a person that's, just like I've said before, I'm like Baby
nice
No Money.
Pokemon filter.
Yeah, I'll fix this later. I don't understand what's going on. I'm like Baby No Money. I don't like AI. I think AI is a bad thing, so I'm against it. But I have my assistant Claudia for everything that I use, and I use her for literally everything. But I'm curious what you guys do. Gemini, Claude. I use Claude for mainly until they added the cap. Yeah, they did add that cap. I barely use AI, to be honest with you. I use AI. What? People are saying Gemini? Really? You use Gemini for everyday stuff? I thought Gemini is just for photos. I'm a Grok person. If you use only Grok, I assume you just jerk off all day.
It is a powerful distribution channel. You think about the billions of iPhones out there, but according to one person, the Siri and AI experience seems, quote, willfully clunky. Apple, they say, underdelivered, has not met expectations. I'm also told there's a short runway right now to fix all of this, and OpenAI is considering a breach of contract letter or a lawsuit eventually. So Bloomberg was first to report some of these details. Apple and OpenAI declined to comment on it. The landscape for both companies, though, guys, has shifted dramatically since that initial deal. You had Apple reportedly testing tech from rivals, Anthropic, Google's Gemini as well within Siri, and then OpenAI has complicated things by building its own devices and hiring iPhone designer Johnny Ive. Meanwhile, OpenAI...
So basically, Apple was like, let's do this deal, chat. And then you know what happened? ChatGPT's like, no, we're going to do it ourselves and steal one of your people.
Johnny Ive. Meanwhile, OpenAI has moved a lot closer to Amazon. It does speak to the company's changing priorities internally. Enterprise for OpenAI is a lot more important right now and more lucrative than the consumer side of the business. Executives have been talking up AWS internally. From what we've seen, their chief revenue officer, Denise Dresser, earlier in the year in a memo that we saw said demand thanks to that Amazon partnership has been frankly staggering, as she put it. Amazon also investing up to $50 billion in OpenAI as part of their deal and providing compute. ChatGPT could also help with some of the heavy lifting on Alexa's AI revamp that we've talked about. This was hinted in that initial partnership.
You should take AI benchmarks to get some insight on the AI market. You can, yes. The problem with a lot of things that we're investing in is we're not investing in the AI companies. We're investing in the databases and data centers. We're investing in the chips, which, yes, we could do benchmarks, and we will. But I've already, like, we're investing in basically the big behemoths. We're not really going small cap. I know I see a lot of people talking small cap, random companies that are popping up left and right. We're hardly in those. We're in like fucking NVIDIA and AMD. So it's just the market's down. That's all it is.
Chip announcement and deal. Alexa has 600 million devices out there, guys.
What is OpenAI working on with Johnny Ives? Do we know?
I'm dying to know, Sarah. Every time you ask, it's we had Sarah Fryer.
What is this smile? Jesus Christ. It's the fakest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. She looks, you guys watched the new season of Beef? She looks like that girl to me. Like, she's like giving off like I Run a Park vibes, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, she looks very not human. She does this probably when she says, when someone talks. It's a Mormon smile? That's actually a Mormon smile, you're right. Let's see. Key highlights from Trump's second day in China. Let's go ahead and see these key highlights, chat.
Some of the flashpoints of the visit.
President Xi and I talked a lot about Taiwan. He thinks they cannot have anything to do with what they're doing. I mean, he's against very much what they're doing. We talked about Taiwan. We talked about Iran a lot, and I think we have a very good understanding with both.
Now, earlier in the day, Mr. Trump received a stately send-off in Beijing. You see him here walking across that red carpet to board Air Force One, surrounded by dignitaries and crowds. Earlier, President Trump said it was an incredible visit, while China's government said it reached, quote, new common understandings with the U.S.
Does that mean that they just basically understood what we're doing now and they're going to do it themselves? Does that, like, do you think that means that we're going to be working with them, or do you think it's just like, yeah, okay, so we know now what you're going to do. We're going to just do it ourselves, and we're good to go.
Mr. Trump touted progress on trade and shared the desire to end the war in Iran.
I think a lot of good has come of it. We've made some fantastic trade deals, great for both countries. He's a man I respect greatly, become really a friend. We did discuss Iran. We feel very similar to Iran. We want that to end.
Now we've got team coverage on all of this for you this Friday morning. Olivia Rinaldi standing by in our Washington, D.C. bureau. But let's begin with CBS News foreign correspondent Anna Coren continuing her report.
Surely Trump is not talking about Taiwan business.
Good morning. So
they manufacture all the chips.
Lots of words here.
Bad news.
What did the U.S. and China really get out of this summit? And how does what each side has said publicly differ?
Look, Errol, I think the main takeaway from this two-day summit is a stabilization in relations between the two major superpowers. This is really the message from both sides that we have heard consistently. President Xi today...
It sounds like nothing got done. They just talked shit about Iran, and then that's basically it.
He called it a...
And then Jensen Hung was probably like, this is boring. I'm going to go eat noodles.
...milestone summit that...
He was getting... Honestly, Jensen Hung... was a third wheel, and he felt cringe because he was a third wheel, and he knew that he wanted to date him. But Jensen Hung, since he is since he's also Asian, was the hookup.
Forged a new bilateral relationship. And a short time ago, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs here in Beijing posted a photo on X of Air Force One taking off with the caption, "A farewell, also a new beginning." Now, when you think that in previous years there has been deep mistrust, tension, and suspicion between the United States and China, through that lens, this has been an incredibly successful summit. The two leaders have been bonding. They've spent a large amount of time together, as have members of their administration. So certainly a step in the right direction. When we talk about agreements or deliverables, well, in that regard, we are lacking, or at least we do not have that information. We heard from President Trump, and he said we've made fantastic trade deals, great for both countries.
This plant goes
All we've
pretty
heard
well
from
in
U.S.
my
officials
garden
is
in
that the
Miyagi.
U.S. have agreed, I should say, China has agreed to buy 200 Boeing jets. Now, that is a lot less than the 500 that was thrown around originally. We also understand that agricultural products and natural gas are part of those purchases as well. But, other than that, really, Errol, we don't have a lot more information to give you. President Trump also saying that they've solved a lot of problems, but no word of rare earth supply or export controls on advanced semiconductors. Now, before I go, I think it's important to note that...
Did you hear that, chat? No news on semiconductors. So when we thought this whole thing was going to do really well for us, it didn't do shit.
President Trump leaves.
And not only would that not do shit, that would hurt us because people bought in for that, and it shows that the semiconductor companies or the semiconductors that we're in or involved with was not the main topic. Because when you brought in the CEO of NVIDIA, you would assume that they're basically talking about the future of AI when they just talk shit about Iran and then ate noodles.
President Vladimir Putin will be coming to China to meet with Xi to discuss the summit. A date has not been announced, but we understand from an advisor to the Chinese government that it will be next week. Errol.
All right, interesting to get those details. Anna Corin in Beijing. Anna, thank you. CBS News White House reporter Olivia Rinaldi joins us now from our D.C. bureau. Olivia, good morning. We just heard a few comments there from President Trump aboard Air Force One as he returns to the U.S. What else did he have to say?
Hey, good morning, Errol. Yeah, a lot of news out of this gaggle from the president on Air Force One as he's making his way back to Washington. On Taiwan, you did play a little bit of sound at the beginning of this segment. The president went on to say that...
What an interesting nose. Can we talk about this for a second? This looks like one of those fucking, it looks like the Air Force One. Like, it's just an interesting nose to look at. You know what I mean? There's one of the Boeings they were going to buy right there. Is
that XQC?
It's like the way her nose is so, it looks like it's just one giant nostril. It's not even like I'm saying in a bad way. You'd want to share Coke with her? Yeah, I just want to see how she would do it. It's weird. Very interesting, right? It looks very aerodynamic. It does look very good for a flight. Yeah, it does. Very interesting. But that means you could probably smell really bad things on a plane or something like that, right? But it's just odd. A very interesting nose. What does someone keep spamming in my chat? Usually when someone spams, by the way, chat, they're retarded.
I bet she breaths very well.
Let's move to Kraken and trade crypto instead of Robinhood stocks because of Warsh. Brother, listen, you probably followed me from FaZe Banks, and I'm telling you, I don't follow any of his advice. Absolutely not. No. I don't think Warsh is going in there to try to just make us all crypto bros. But at the same time, I'm not. Nope. I'm not teaching my chat crypto. I don't want to teach my chat crypto. You can go to literally anyone else on Twitter or the internet for that. We have something that they don't, which is the ability to teach them good financial ideas in business and strategies that are long-term, not fucking crypto. I'm not trying to make my chat make 100% every year and lie to them and say that's possible.
20x NVIDIA on Hype-E Liquid.
What he had the conversation with President Xi about regarding Taiwan and their independence. The president said he doesn't want to fight a war 9,000 miles away when they were talking about a potential conflict over Taiwan if China would decide ultimately to try to take back the island. Also, what I found extremely notable was about the arms sales to Taiwan that the U.S. does. The president said he's going to make a determination over a short period of time about whether the U.S. will continue the arms sales to Taiwan. So extremely notable there, because that would be a major shift in U.S. policy.
Oh, okay. So, chat, if you don't know, Taiwan and China are having huge problems right now, and Trump is basically saying, yeah, we'll pull out some of our stuff for Taiwan for you, China. We got your back.
If the U.S. decided, at the request of China, to stop selling arms to Taiwan. So
and if we do that, maybe Trump's like, well, look, then you have to buy a lot of our stuff.
Mizkif.
Very notable there. The president also said that when Xi Jinping made this pitch about Taiwan and how important it is to China, he said, I heard him out. I didn't make a comment on it. So very notable there. On Iran and a potential deal, the president said he has thrown out a peace proposal, saying that if he looks at the first line of any proposal from the Iranians and finds it insufficient, he has already thrown out that deal. On the Strait of Hormuz, though, we know that these two leaders talked about it. Both sides openly said they talked about it. President Trump on his gaggle said he did not ask any favors of China in trying to reopen the strait, because he said, quote, when you ask for favors,
this news
you have to do favors
is why
in
you
return.
don't buy TSM.
We don't need any favors. Lastly, the point I'll make, the president said they didn't discuss tariffs. That's notable because this was a trade war between the U.S. and China.
Yeah, what? They didn't talk about the tariffs that are going on right now and how mad we've all been for years and fighting each other over it. And basically, we almost felt like we were going to war with China for a minute. We didn't talk 1 second about it.
Up until last fall.
Trump has this amazing ability, chat, of getting over things. And that's what makes him successful. Look at Elon Musk. Literally tweeted that Trump is probably in the files and allured to the fact that he's a pedophile, right? Not that he was just in the files, that he's a pedophile. Then he deleted the tweet. And now he's on the fucking Boeing with him, or on the Air Force One, coming back with probably some gifts with his son. And now this whole trade war, this whole problem was happening, and he's like, yeah, dude, we're still cool. Let's go get some noodles. He's amazing. I'm also wondering, what is a gaggle? A flock of geese when they are not in flight. A cloud-based email, and she keeps saying gaggle. Have you guys ever heard that word used? Interesting.
When they announced a détente, essentially when they met in South Korea, about talking about these tariffs that at one point got up to over 150% on products coming from China to the U.S. And they have continued this really tit-for-tat tariff war between the two, just on specific products, not really broad swaths. But President Trump said they did not talk about it. A reporter asked, how come? And President Trump said, well, it just wasn't brought up. So major economic policy, not really hammered out. Some foreign policy was discussed, and of course the president has touted some deals as far as the Boeing jet, saying at one point they did agree to potentially buy up to 750 if 200 planes are bought, delivered, and seen as good for the Chinese economic deal. But certainly very notable that the president saying that they didn't talk about tariffs in this 2-day sprint in China.
Very interesting point there.
Thank you, Britt. All right, so chat, if you don't know what the fuck that meant and you were spacing out and you're just like, Miz, shut up, where's my fucking money? Basically, not really much got done at that news conference or them together. It was basically just like, hey, fuck Iran, right? Huh? And then, yo, can you stop selling stuff to Taiwan? We're kind of trying to fuck them over here. And the U.S. is like, yeah, sure, I'm down. There was some talks about some things, but nothing crazy. And we thought this was going to be a giant summit about AI, and Jensen Hung basically was bored and probably got some noodles. That's basically what happened. So not that interesting of stuff. We might hear more in the next few days, so we don't know. But there is something that's interesting that's going on I want to show you. So remember how we looked at that company yesterday that the Jewish guy told us to get into? Well, apparently this night market research, I don't know who they are. I don't really care. I don't believe in this shit. They are short Poet. So Poet is a very popular company that right now everyone's talking about in the stock market because they do, they basically do a lot of the, let's see, it's extremely speculative, volatile stock that offers massive potential upside for aggressive ventures paired with high risk. So what do they do? Let's see. What do they do? So I don't sound like a retard telling you. They design, develop, manufactures, and sell semiconductor products and services for commercial application. So what I'm telling you, chat, is this. the word semiconductor is starting to sound like a buzzword for people to make money, right? Companies can say, I'm AI now. And remember I had told you guys how companies like shoe companies are saying they're AI and going up 25% because it's a buzzword. People are going to it based on just hearing it. And now people are trying to say that Poet, they do design, manufacture, and sell semiconductors. Well, they got a crazy valuation, right? They skyrocketed over the last 6 months, 282%. Their market cap's $2 billion. So they're small, right? They're a small company. And then remember how we talked about that company yesterday that I called and the woman was fucking hot? Well, apparently this company went to their headquarters and this was the building. It was an empty building with just random caricatures of an abandoned tenant. And none of the tenants a recognized Poet. This is not Lightwave. This is Poet, by the way. Just letting you understand, it is not the same company. It is Poet. So this company is also saying
K-pop.
Poet touts vanity awards that are marketing schemes operated by promoters out of the suburban homes. Poet touts multiple awards from AI Breakthrough Awards, who those registered address in California. So they're saying that they basically, I don't know, let's see what the word touting is.
Touting.
Touting, the act of aggressively promoting, praising, or advertising something, often to persuade others to buy or support it. So they're basically saying they've been scamming for a decade, and this is where their spot is, even though it's bullshit, which kind of makes people also scared of the market because now people are going, oh shit, are all semiconductor AI companies bullshit and lies? Obviously that's not true, right? This is not crypto. This is not like that. And I think that the reason why, if I had to guess, is they're probably not there.
Parabolic
but they're
touting.
They're probably in another country or another place. Okay, so they visited the wrong offices. They visited the wrong offices, supposedly. But the thing is, you got a lot of people are coming into the market chat who are the crypto bros. A lot of people are coming into the market right now who are from other spots of investing, who may have been good at that, but they don't know the stock market. And now they're just listening to these people on Twitter, buying and selling whatever they do, when the reality is they would make way more money just investing in the VOO and just calling it a day. But these people are trying to make, find the next Rocket Lab. They're trying to find the next NVIDIA because they think, oh, I can do the research and find it, and I can get something like this one day, right? That's their goal. So everyone's looking, everyone's scamming, and everyone's trying to make their own money. But this can't happen for everyone. That's not how the market works. There will be losers, okay? There will be losers. So I think this was all bullshit. I don't know if this is fully true, but it really did affect the stock. I mean, they're down 25% today, chat. People are hearing about this, and they're fucking leaving. But let's keep going, all right? Let's keep going. This is about Jensen Hung. Let's see, here we got Robin. No, that's not it. That might be it for today, honestly, chat, when it comes to the news. It's just really down hard because of the current no news that really happened in China. So there's not much. And people were more excited about the chips that were being sold.
Taiwan is key for the world. NVIDIA is made there. China wants the world leader in semiconductor manufacturing, Taiwan.
Right. So the question is, what do we do? Now, you guys are down pretty fucking hard today. You guys are heavily invested in NVIDIA and AMD. You guys are really invested in NVIDIA with the 2X. What do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do? Martha Stewart raises $10 million in seed funding for her AI startup. What the fuck does that even mean? What is an AI startup, chat? You started on Claude. What does it even mean?
Chat, we buy Moreau.
Martha Stewart, the known scammer of taxes, is currently trying to raise $10 million in seed for her AI startup. What the fuck does that even mean? What does that even mean? Why do you need money for an AI startup when you can make it on Claude, right? That's the thing that I don't understand. What the fuck do you need $10 million for? And what does Martha Stewart need that money for when she's like a fucking billionaire? So interesting. Okay. So right now, chat, I'm not going to say there's a bubble, all right? It's more so there's a lot of hype because people understand the value of AI.
Martha
they understand
did insider trading.
She did.
Bullish on NVIDIA.
She did that. That's very true. Martha knew her shit. She was very involved in a lot of stocks and investments because she had people telling her what to do. Also, there's more news that we're going to get into right now, chat. Let's see if I can find it. SpaceX is having their IPO, and I believe it's June 14th. It is June 14th, so you currently have that one WoW player, Guzu. He's telling you to buy it, but they are going live on June 14th, which is only a month away. They're going to be launching their IPO. Now, their IPO, I believe, is expected to hit $1 trillion. It's expected to hit $1 trillion because people are super excited about it. Let's see. Is it SpaceX? SpaceX accelerates IPO timeline for June 12th listing on the NASDAQ. So, chat, they chose the NASDAQ to go on. They are going to be available. Roadshow set for June 4th to June 11th. Accelerated timeline driven by faster than expected SEC review, probably because they just know it's legit. Elon Musk's rocket and satellite maker SpaceX is aiming to list its shares early as June 12th, has picked the NASDAQ as the trading venue for its blockbuster market debut. Chat, this is one of the biggest market debuts in history. Not in the next month, not in the next year, in history. Because it might become $1 trillion company overnight. It's going to be fucking crazy. So, what is Ginny's thoughts? Ginny is a very simple investor, chat. She's holding. This is exactly what you're doing if you're like me. I'm holding. I'm not selling any positions. I don't buy and trade often. So I literally just do this. The market's down, I invest. And then I hold. I sit. You guys, though, are on a timeline, so you're trying to make money.
You buy at the IPO price or give it a few days.
That's up to you. Again, this is totally up to you what you guys want to do. So at SpaceX, obviously, is a long-term investment because you are investing in space. You are investing in the idea of space. Space doesn't happen overnight. So therefore, actually it did with the explosion, but space, people are investing in and saying, hey, I think this stock is going to be worth, 100x one day because space is infinite and you can make infinite resources and build and grow this thing into a $100 trillion company one day, right? But that is up to you. What you guys want to do, I think you guys should have a small discussion right now because we are currently at already, it's almost 4 o'clock. We only have 1 more hour to get the money going. Do you guys want to use any of your capital? Now, remember, chat, you have $78,000. You have a lot of money sitting around. Do you want to double down? Do you want to keep your NVIDIA,
Isn't
buy
our
more?
30 days up by June 12th?
We can. It's close. It's actually, no, I don't think it will be because you're on day 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, it won't be. Actually, it'll basically be right there and then. It'll be close.
Why is the cam fucked up?
Shut up. How do I suggest to sell? Talk to chat. Talk it out. Okay, we see some people saying buy eBay, buy CoreWeave, buy NVDL. Don't do shit today. Buy more SOXL and NVDL. It's cheap now. We can go back up to the top. NVDL right now, chat, is down 10%, and it's at a low for the day. A low for the day. It's at 116. You also have SPXL.
So is the Poet a scam or no?
Is Poet a scam or no? No, it's not a scam. This guy was just an idiot. But what he's trying to do is they're trying to manipulate the market. Solutions, can you show the thing? What am I showing? Show the buy or sell. So we're gonna do buy or sell right now, chat. Or can we show like everything on the screen, Solutions? Like how it says usually what they buy and everything, so I can read it all. And let's do a buy or sell call, or let's do buy or hold for NVDL, because I see a lot of people saying NVDL. You have $78,000, chap. Now, the strategy people do is when it goes low, you buy, right? If you really believe in it, that's what you do. If you truly believe in NVIDIA, if you believe in their earnings, if you believe Jensen Huang is going to come back with some
Can we
fucking
have our
seriousness.
finance reps in call?
Can we have our finance reps in call? Yes, we can. We can do that. Let me call Dripmeister real quick. Bring him in. Dripmeister. Sorry, it's a lot's going on. Dripmeister, you there?
Oh shit! Oh, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day in the market. So, what's your opinion? What should we do?
We buy more Soxel and we buy more NVDL. I was praying for a day like this. Honestly, it's gonna fucking skyrocket, and it did just what we needed. Like we're gonna get all this shit for cheap.
So you're
fucking rich.
So you're happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. Bro, I'm so happy right now. I mean, I can't wait to get rich.
Wait, hold on. You're on cam. Oh,
That's
shit.
what they told me.
Oh,
They
shit.
said cam up.
Okay. No, that's great. I mean, it's better for the content so they can understand who they're talking to. All right, chat. This is Dripmeister. He is on the phone right now. What's up? What's up, bro?
How many beers deep?
I got my finest attire on. They said to wear it.
No, that's very good. I appreciate it. You're here for the, obviously we're in a current market, so I mean it makes sense you're doing that. That is probably what you're gonna wear on your wedding day, I'm assuming.
Yeah, bro, I had to fucking dig through the closet to find a polo. I got a huge hole in the ceiling, so hopefully we get some money so I can buy some drywall. You know, fuck it.
Yeah, we can look into that. So
But, you know, honestly, this shit kind of just proves, like, I got everything invested. Like, I'm only going up. Like, I don't spend money on shit I don't need, you know?
Right, exactly. Yeah, like holes in walls, who cares? Not a big deal.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it. So you're big on just keeping the companies we have and Bud Lights. You really okay? Perfect. Yeah. So you're big on NVDL. You want us to buy more? How much should we buy?
I think we do a big share, but I'm almost feeling like it's gonna go down a little bit tomorrow. So we could probably buy even more.
He looks like
Hey, shit, it might go down. You never know.
It's Saturday.
Bro, shit happens sometimes.
The market's
could be closed, could be open. Yeah, you never know.
Okay. All right. So you think it's going to go up or down? You don't know on Saturday, but so you think we should buy a little bit?
Honestly, I'm thinking maybe 50K split between NVDL and SOXL.
You have 78 grand.
I mean,
you can't do 50K.
Yeah, we need to do something big though, because it's gonna go up big, and we don't want to just have our money just sitting around. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, so you're thinking. Let's go ahead and bring in another representative. We have Winter chat, who's also got his cam on. Winter, are you there?
Yeah, I am here. Yeah.
Okay, so you got your cam on?
Yeah, I'm dressed for the occasion, everything.
Okay, I can't see your camera for some reason.
Wait, what happened?
I don't know. Yeah, I can't see your cam. Just see if you. Okay.
I'll turn it back on.
Okay. Hey, what's going on, man?
There we go. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I got shut off.
No, it's okay. So what do you think we should do?
I mean, we got to get the XXX into NVIDIA now.
Yes, you do have the XXX. So you think we should keep the XXX and we should invest more in there?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so how much do you
think? I know this guy's smart.
I don't know if we'd go like balls to the wall. I'm thinking like another 30.
So you're thinking $30,000 into the 2x inverse of NVIDIA?
Yes.
Okay, and can you give your reasons on that?
Who doesn't want NVIDIA?
Supposedly, maybe even China, right? Because the trade deal's not going through fully. So right now, people are skeptical on what's going on there, and they sound like they want to make their own version of NVIDIA and not worry about it. And also, Taiwan and NVIDIA are linked in together, and they do a lot of their business there. So it's very scary what's going on right now for NVIDIA. They seem like they're in a lock.
I mean, Intel tried to make video cards, and look at what happened to them.
Drewmeister, do you have anything to say?
I mean, it smells like money to me, man. Shit,
That's your
he
microwave.
pretty much said what I was saying. He said 30K.
30K, you think NVDL?
And then 20 in Soxel.
Okay, so we've got Scuffed.
I mean, I'm a man of the chat. I'm only saying what I'm seeing.
I'm saying
I kind of speak for the chat.
Chat, does he speak for you? Is Dripmeister basically what you imagine, what you think? Yes.
Kind of like the Lorax, but like for the chat.
Okay, so we trust him. Okay, so he's saying go $30,000, something small.
He'll take it.
What do you have to say about that, Winter? Do you think $30,000 of NVIDIA of the two inverse of NVIDIA is good?
I mean, that's what my suggestion was. So.
All right, let's put it to a vote, chat. Let's go ahead. I mean, you guys could buy today. Let's go ahead and put it to a vote. That guy does have a microwave. I want to let you guys know, chat. A lot of you guys are very big on the microwave. You want to show it off? Oh, and he's got pizza. Wow, that's. Oh, I mean, chat. Like efficiency is there.
The microwave is a sacrilege. I went to cooking school and I cook all my meals, like your meal kit kind of stuff.
Oh shit! So you're like a. Do you have a? Is that like your quirk? Is that what you do? You chef?
I mean, I went to cooking school for it, but I
pocket?
mostly just cook for myself.
Nice.
And family.
Nice. So, but you feel like Dripmeister is disgusting for just microwaving his shit. But you know why Dripmeister does that? So he could be on the markets on Saturdays.
That's why you do meal kits, so you can just microwave that, right?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I'm all for meal kits. So, chat, $30,000. Let's go ahead and vote for it right now. Let's get it up, Solutions, if you can. And let's see if you guys want to buy $30,000 worth of NVDXL. I think you guys do want to go obviously get some more into it. The question is how much. Do you guys want to?
The guy on the right is scuffed. Steve Jobs.
I mean, if I'll give a little leeway to the chat. If you really want to put that much in, maybe say like a 25K split between the two, and then we save the other, let's see, like 45K, and then we invest it on like Tuesday. See if it goes down anymore, because we could get it for even cheaper then, and then we make even more money.
So you're just like, you want to double down and keep going down, no matter what happens. You're fully involved. Okay.
Yeah, I think, and then if the market goes up even just a little bit, we sell some of these dog shit ass stocks that we have, and just like our only hope is those two. I mean, we keep, of course, AMD. We keep let's see, pull up the criteria.
All right, so chat, currently right now it's NBDL. What you guys want to do? Do you guys want to do a medium play, which is $20,000? Do you guys want to do a large play, which is $30,000? Or do you want to do a small trade? It is up to you, chat, so go ahead and vote. Remember, the voting is the most important part when it comes to watching the stream and getting paid out. I'm going to keep my thing right here from now on.
Of Moist Critical.
Solutions, because I think it's easier for when we're watching news. Large, medium, or small. It is up to you what you guys want to do. You currently have right now Winter, who has been involved. Winter, what's your stock information? How have you been doing over the past few years? Or are you just new?
I'm pretty new. My bank account says 0.00 in it.
It's actually negative because you probably owe me money, right?
Let me take a look. I mean, I did owe you money for a little bit. Yesterday I was in 8th spot, so fuck. I'm at 480 now, so let's not talk about it.
Okay, all right. It's okay. Listen, as long as you're learning,
I
that's
got
all that matters.
$1,000.
I am learning a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I saw that.
Guy on the right looking at me like I stole the chipmunks.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened. I was down this morning. It was at $3.
Now you're at $1,000. I guess the Bud Light went in, and that must have been a good buy.
Yeah, bro. I told you, if you check Bud Light right now, you can see my tick. Check it.
So
I fucking made that shit go up almost 0.5%.
So if I look at my breakdowns on my profile, I think some of the betting large on some things have really hurt me. But if those stocks go up, those could be really huge benefits for me.
Bud Light's up despite a really red day in the market, chat. He's right. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, look.
If we just listen
you
to
see
him,
that little tick? I told you.
Is that Bjorn?
All right, so chat.
I voted large
Drip's
today.
the new Dylan Mulvaney.
Okay, so chat, you have 30 seconds to vote right now. It is currently 250 on the buy, and we have large or medium is going to be it. So exclamation point medium in the chat, exclamation point large in the chat. You have 20 seconds left. It is looking like it's actually really close. It's 48% to 44%. So it's totally up to you guys what you guys want to do. And at the 10-second mark, we are going to do it. What, 8? It's 50-50 almost. Let's see what happens. I don't know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And it is a medium purchase of $20,000. So chat, you are keeping your money. You think that you're going to hold it a little bit longer on NVDL, the 2x inverse for NVIDIA. So let's go ahead and pull up your portfolio, chat. This is what you're at right now.
Very informed decision.
You're down $30,000. Yeah, I think it's a good. I think it's a very informed decision. You want to keep it. You don't know what's going to happen Monday. It could be another bloodbath, which you can invest more. I see what you're saying, chat. Smart business, okay? But you're deep into NVIDIA, and you know that you got to keep going with it. So let's go with it. NVDL, you're at $46,000. You were at $50,000. Let's increase your position. So we're going to do $20,000. So that's 180 shares, 170. All right, let's do 116.74. Let's go ahead and buy. It was partially filled. It was partially filled again.
Now, Dripmeister, that pizza, it doesn't look like it's store-bought. That looks like it was homemade and just reheated.
No, bro, it's Red Baron, baby. $5. $5 for a whole pizza, bro. The rest of that shit's going in my portfolio. You just said that it looks like shit in the chat.
That's good investing, chat. $5 for a pizza, very good investing, and a microwave. Dripmeister knows what he's doing.
That's 4 meals if you cut it into 4 pieces. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, fucking snack. Cut that in half too. 5.
Chat.
I mean, when I buy pizza, I buy it, eat it once, put it in bags and freeze it, drop it in the freezer. You got pizza for the next month.
Yeah, but he's trying to eat it that day.
You ever put protein powder on the top of it?
Does he look like he puts protein powder on the top of it, Dripmeister?
No, I said, like, have you ever?
Oh, have I ever done that? Yes.
Protein powder on
Sometimes
pizza.
that's what I do. Like, take a piece to the gym.
Yeah.
I don't like the fucking protein shake shit.
I actually do like the protein shake, but I've done that before to just get my protein in for the day. But okay, we're in NVDXL. So chat, what other investments do you guys want to get into? I don't think today's a day for research. It's more of a day of if you guys remember the market currently right now, it is down dramatically. Do you guys want to keep your $50,000 for Monday?
Tell that guy to give us a farm tour.
Do you guys want to buy anything more? Do you guys want to double down on anything? Or do you want to wait till Monday and see what's going to go on? So let's go ahead and Solutions, can we add a buy or hold for entirely for your portfolio, okay? You have $50,000 right now, chat, liquid. Remember, after that, you're going to have to buy more of whatever you want or sell more of what you have.
Buy more.
Oh, God fucking damn it, dude.
Just remember, down 10% really ain't shit.
I would buy some energy stock, Chevron.
This is a mistake.
I can feel Miz's pain all of a sudden.
This was a mistake.
Chat, don't be brain dead. Fucking hold. Don't buy anything more.
No, it's up to chat. It's up to chat. What can we even buy? You have $58,000. You can buy the moon.
We buy more Soxel. That's what the damn chat wants.
Maybe we invest in Blockbuster. I heard they're making a comeback with stores.
Everything is down. Why wouldn't we buy? Because here's the thing. Everything is down, but your stocks are down even harder than the market. What does that mean? It's because your stocks have high validity, which means that the stocks go up and down like crazy. If Monday's another red day for the market, it will go down again. Okay, so if you invest all of your money and now you have no money to invest into, put your position in, now you're just basically waiting for something to happen. Does that make sense? Volatility. God damn it! I need to learn English.
Still calling to buy Cisco.
All right, we have 130 views. God, I fucking hate my life. We are at 130 votes for buying something. Now, chat, what do you guys want to buy? It's obviously you guys want to do a buy today. We could do that. What do you guys want to buy?
There's only one thing worth buying, and that's more stocks also. I would be selling some of these stocks too, but it's not a good day for it.
What happened with the options call? It went up. You guys made $500. It's your only thing that you guys made money on so far. You have guys have lost 6 trades, and you have one options trade for $500. Remember, it's not profit until you sell. It's also not a loss until you sold. The stock can go down 100%, but if it goes back up 100%, 101%, you make profit, right? So it really, like right now, you guys are down $20,000 for the day, but Monday can come around and you can go right back up. You can go right back up. Now, one thing people will do, chat, instead of going all in, is they'll hedge their bet. So they'll, you know, hey, I put in $1,000 in options.
Cisco only goes up.
I put $1,000 in options on betting against everything I have, but if that goes up, then I make some of the money back, you know? But if my other stocks go up that I believe in, I basically am okay. So people will do that. But we're here seeing the chat right now. They're asking for SOXL. The semiconductor 3X inverse that Dripmeister wants. That's had a crazy run.
If you look at it over time, it only ever goes up.
Now, there is something that's actually very interesting about this stock, by the way, just to show you guys something, all right? And I'm going to show you guys something that was
CBRs is down. Can we put 5K?
Let me find it real quick. So something that was actually shown to me that I think some of you guys actually saw yourselves is SOXL. Let me see if I could find it real quick. It was given to me by a couple people. SOXL, I think it was also who linked me to Stock Guy. Yes, he did. So look at this. The 3X leverage long semiconductor ETF SOXL attracted a record $1 billion in inflow on Tuesday. At the same time, the leverage short semiconductor ETF, so that means that the opposite of this, SOXS, posted a minus 230 million in outflows, which means that SOXL has the most bulls by far than it ever had in the history of the entire ETF. And a lot of people left the short of the company, of shorts of this, right? So it's basically like the bears left, the bulls are staying hard. Look at that graph of green. That is them staying, and that is the bulls running the show. The bears have left. But the thing is, if there's still bears and they win, they make a lot of profit, right? But the bears that have left, and a lot of people are saying, holy shit, that's a good sign for semiconductors, is that everyone wants this shit to keep going, right? The bulls are hard, yes. It's up to you what you guys want to do. You guys are obviously saying buy SOXL. It is a low volume day. It is Friday. It is currently right now, 1 more hour is left. Shout out to Fanatics for that great sponsor right there. But chat, what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to buy SOXL as a small, medium, or large? Because you guys obviously want it. You have $50,000 left. What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I have one more recommendation, but it's pretty risky even by my standards. BULZ, the ETA.
The what?
It's BULZ. It's an ETN.
I don't even know what that is. What
It's
was
like
it?
an ETF. BULZ. Am I breaking up?
No, you're good.
Bro, I'm on my fucking phone.
Bro, stop buying at an all-time high. Okay. I'm going to explain this one more time. I want you to go look at the stock market in the past 40 years and tell me you would have never invested at an all-time high. Go ahead and tell me. Because if you're going to say I won't, you would have never made money.
I went small on this, but I'd say medium.
Now, there is more risk with the going on buying when it's at an all-time high. You're right. But the idea that it's at an all-time high, that means it can't go anywhere else, is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And it's the reason why you need to learn more about what you're talking about. Because that is just not how this works. Especially with things that are 3x inverse like this, that's definitely not how it works. Okay, chat is putting small. For the first time ever with the semiconductors, the chat is only putting small at 54%. People are saying only buy $10,000 of SOXL, keep the rest for Monday. That is smart. Yeah, sorry, I keep saying inverse. I'm so used to buying, I think it's UVXY. I was shorting oil for a long period of time when I was in college. But small, 10K, 57%. The chat is saying keep it small. Only do $10,000 today. See what happens on Monday. And that is exactly what we're going to do. So chat, good job on that, honestly, in my opinion. I
We
think
need
that's
to
a smart
find
one.
some cheap stocks that might skyrocket.
I'm kind of mixed on that, but I'm thinking, oh, go ahead.
Any chance we can see Andy's shorts to see how much money he's actually making on us?
I would love to see that, but Andy just did talk about how he wants to buy a Blockbuster. So, I mean, look, that's a great investment. We can talk about that later. But let's go ahead. 162.03. Let's go ahead and do a buy here for 11,000. Let's go ahead and make it a clean 10K, like chat said, or close to it. 162.11. It's the low of the day, by the way, chat. And it was filled. It was filled for $10,000. You're in.
Thank you for being my favorite gay streamer.
You're in.
Hey, so just wait. When this shit fucking skyrockets, we're gonna be wishing we put more out. Just trust me, chat.
All right, chat. So now what I want to see is this. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to continue to buy anything or do you want to hold? You have now $50,000. You've spent $30,000 today of your portfolio. Do you want to buy anything more or do you want to hold? I know it's a 0.91 expense ratio. That is very expensive. I know.
Maybe over the weekend, chat can look at Blockbuster.
Buy
we can
Cream
revisit that on Monday.
For 5K.
The first one that goes to 200 votes, we are going to go with. So it is up to you. Do you want to buy, either put exclamation point yes or exclamation point no? Remember, this is important, chat, if you're trying to make money and get involved in this. The more you're involved, the more money you make. You have to type every 30 minutes as well. If you want to see the rules, go to crowdtrade.com. First one that gets to 100 votes. Remember, this is your portfolio, not mine. So you guys invest in whatever you guys think. This is actually run by you. I really don't like to give a lot of recommendations because I think it's interesting that there's some people in here that know what they're talking about. There's some people here that don't. And seeing, how it works and what goes on is very interesting.
It's Friday.
I see a lot of people bitching about CRWV for how far it's gone down, and I think I have a great solution to how we could make some of our money back on that.
What you want to do?
There's no way that it's going to go up enough to even be worth, we'll lose a little bit from selling it. Mm-hmm. But I think we just double down, sell it, and reinvest it in CRWG, which is a 2x ETF variant, and then when that goes up, we can make some of that back. At least have a little bit. We either lose it all or we have a fucking chance at going fucking huge. And I think that's that's what chat wants to see.
Dude, so
I agree with Dripmeister. He's up by $1,000 already on the website.
He's by far the only one that's up right now on the website. Out of 8,000 people that are registered, he is the only one up. He is so fucking smart. Goddamn, bro.
And look at how shitty that stock is. There's no way it's gonna go up to even matter. So we take a loss on it right now, but
from Key ROV and
shit, if it
invest
goes
in
up,
AMD.
what I save.
All right, we have 175 right now on nothing until Monday. We can do 25 more votes for that, chat. We will say no. Yes is continuing to buy. We have 70, I believe.
Blue Chad Meister.
I agree with some of these people I'm seeing in chat too. There's a few of these we need to sell, but today's not the day for it. Some of these bigger ones, Google, Tesla.
Remember, chat, you have 30 days or 23 days, so it's not like if it goes down, you have to really, panic. You have time. And can someone pick up that phone?
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Fort Connor is a gambling addict now.
All right, chat. We are looking at no. So I think right now we're 6 votes away, 5 now, but it's looking like we are going to hold for now. We have the information that not really a lot happened so far in terms of what we know at the conference between all the world leaders. Besides, basically, we now know that Elon Musk can smuggle ketamine into China, and Donald Trump and the president are going on a second date later this year. As for everything else, was it interesting enough? No, they just talk shit about Iran, and the market showed that. And basically, they stated they want to continue to do their stuff and their work in China, and we're not too sure that NVIDIA even is going to have the deal with the chips. But the CEO is still in China. He's still doing stuff, so maybe he's doing other deals and other important
Sell
business.
vote 2, please.
Yes, we should add a sell vote to that as well. Can we sell instead of buy? Yes, we could. Do you guys want to sell anything?
No, hell no.
Do you guys want to sell
the only
anything
thing
right
that
now?
we should be selling is core weave. Only if we're gonna put that back into CRWG. Hey, can I get a rally? Where's all the people in the chat that want to make some money? Let's get this yes vote going. Come on, switch it around.
If we sell too many things right now, we're fear selling, right? So, but I mean, the CRW thing seems kind of a.
Come on, keep these votes up.
Votes for what?
For yes, bro. We need to buy. We need to sell and then buy.
Can we vote on closing the market for today?
Sell CoreWeave, buy CRWG.
Basically, if you guys vote no on this chat, then we're closing for the day and we're going to wait till Monday.
Yeah, fuck it, vote no. Yeah, I tried. Everyone in the chat that's actually about this money. I fucking tried.
So wait, so we can remember for Monday, what was your plan, Dripmeister? What were we going to do? 2x CoreWeave?
We're going to sell fucking CoreWeave and we're going to reinvest it into CRWG, and then we're going to sell Google, or this is a
okay, we'll remember this.
Not 100%. We'll see how it goes, but we're going to sell Google. Let me see my, let me pull up my notes here. We're going to sell Google. We're going to sell Tesla. We're going to sell Dell. And we're going to reinvest it into one of our higher performers.
Okay. All right. By the way, chat, if you are someone that wants to go on stream and talk, you do need something nice to look for. Please be someone that also understands the market and business. Because we already have Dripmeister for the people who don't understand it at all. Because he's really good at making it 101 for anyone to understand what's going on. So
KWG is down 25% in the last
I'm a
month.
man of the people.
Yeah. So if you guys,
I mean, his deep voice melts butter too, right?
Yeah, it absolutely does. If you want to join the stream chat and be involved, message JR. He is in my Discord, and we are looking for more people to join. You need a nice, shirt like he has, a nice shirt that Winter has, and you can come on the stream as well. All right, well, boys, I think we're done for the day. Seems like we're closing early for Friday. Makes sense. It's Friday. Let's go out and party. What are you gonna go do, Dripmeister?
I was like, money. I'm gonna go to fucking bed because I gotta get up and bust my ass tomorrow.
All right.
Maybe get a couple more of these down.
Okay, so you're gonna drink and then go to sleep.
Yep.
Just take some shots of Bailey's and be good.
Cool. It sounds like
we ain't taking that far.
Sounds like a good investor. All right, later, boys. Thank you guys for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Later. All right, so chat, let's just go over your stuff real quick so you guys can understand what happened in the week. So this was the first week we had a full trading week. And you guys are down $24,000 from that week. You guys had a little bit of highs. You guys had a little bit of lows. But you ended on an even lower. The reason why you ended lower is you guys are big on semiconductors. You're big on the big stocks that are booming. And when things go up, they can also go down. So it was not good for you at all. Really just yesterday. I'm going to show you something, chat, but last night in the middle of the night, you were at $407,000. So you honestly were up. You started that day with $394,000 and you went all the way up to $407,000. But now you are down to $385,000. So you have dropped you dropped $25,000 in one day. Can it go up next week? Will it go up next week? You guys are double down and you're saying it's going to go up, and we believe. We believe in NVIDIA, we believe in these calls, and we think the companies are still going to go up. And I think that's the smart move. But I am not a financial advisor. This is the chat's portfolio, and whether or not you guys can make money, that is what we're trying to test here. Can you all make money? Whether you know what you're doing or you don't, can you do it? and I think we'll figure it out on Monday. So good job, chat. Good things. That is the end of the finance portion of this stream.
Those pinned highs are important. If the sentiment is moving one way.
Yes. I will have more stocks for Monday. Please, chat, join my Discord if you guys want to talk more about finance, and we are trying to find other people for the finance and also just involved in general. My Discord is more active now than it was 3 years ago, which is a pretty crazy thing to say, but it is. Can you explain the rules on how I join this real quick? Sure. So basically, we're doing this, and you have to go to a website called CrowdTrade. You have to type every 30 minutes in my chat, and then you just vote on things, right? The more you vote, the more you get involved, the more you do 30 minutes and type every 30 minutes, you can make it and make money. So right now we have Cyber Panda Win, who's getting $50. I don't know how that's possible considering I'm losing. I don't think it's fully updated. But if we make, if this $384,000, if the market goes the right way, can be $484,000. And what I'm doing is you guys can split the $84,000. So anyone that's involved based on the leaderboards that we have up will split it. And it will be way more money. Some of you guys will be making over $1,000 if you guys make the right calls and do the right things, right? But it all depends on how much we're doing. Now the plan is one day that I get $1 million, and then we can do this with you guys and basically not do something that's a 30-day challenge. It's something that we just invest in whenever we see things that are proper, and I pay you guys out quarterly. Is what I want to do, right? Where I get $100,000. I'm not doing this nonstop on stream every single day. We're buying, selling. It's too much. But basically, we do something where you guys are learning the market, I'm learning the market. Instead of me just talking about finance the whole time, you guys are also investing and learning and getting a piece of it every quarter, right? So that's my plan. Yes, it is free money. If you make money, that's the goal, right? And every quarter, I would pay you out. So that's what I want to do. But this was more of a test, and we're seeing how you guys can do. And I think it's also a good introduction of what you're doing. But and also seeing how it works on stream. But like I've said, it's been a very good test.
Stay away from the vagina, or you will get yourself into some serious trouble.
Dude, where were you in September? But yeah, it's been a good test. I feel like you guys are really enjoying this. I think the Vanguard job would have paid more at this time. You're probably right, but there is
new
one thing.
Podcast Pog.
There is some way I can see if what's it called? I'm enjoying this. Yeah, me too. You guys can keep up on CrowdTrade. The rules are there if you don't know. Go ahead and join my Discord.
Love this. Thank you, Miz.
You're welcome. I'm glad you guys are learning and I'm having fun too. I will say that I'm fucking dead tired this week because I've been working on it with solutions and also the Kick website. It's been a lot, but I've been very much enjoying this stuff. I'm exhausted, but yeah, I'm gonna take also no golf this week, chat. Honestly, I just need a couple days off. I'm exhausted from this week. It's been a lot. So yeah, hopefully we do well on Monday or Tuesday, but we'll see what happens. I'm sorry. I tried to learn more about finance in your Discord, and I got your ass crack. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that. That is not me. I'm not a financial advisor, but we also have a new picture from the NVIDIA CEO. See, chat, you know what I love about the finance group is there's so many memers and people that make stupid fucking things like this that I fucking love it. Like, it's just such dumb shit that this is a thing that someone made. It's so fucking good. So yeah, I'm glad you guys are having fun. I'm glad you guys are learning, and hopefully we learn more together. And if you guys keep watching and keep promoting my stuff.
I tried to have a combo in there. They literally just said pussy and moved on.
Yeah, but kept it up. You are a pussy, bro. Like, what?